Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. In this video I'm going to be carrying on with the SV650, which is in bits, so taking all the body panels off it and sorting all that out. I've just finished washing the fleet, so this thing needs drying off. You just see the Golf in the background over there, the old Golf R. I'm just going to put everything back and then carry on with the old SV. So this is how she currently looks. Completely stripped off. By the way, if you're thinking about buying an R1200 GS Adventure, don't buy one of them instead. That's a Yamaha Tracer GT. Just point out that that is far better. I've had a GS, that's the better bike, so buy one of them. Anyway, back to this. So SV, I'll start at the front, work my way back. I've not touched anything to do with the front wheel assembly, that's all as it was. The clocks and everything, so I have done quite a bit of work to this, unbolted everything. Clocks are just loose, hanging off as you can see. What I have done is I've taken off the lugs. So if I take the clocks out of the way, there we go. So this is the front frame. Now the front frame that sticks out originally did have some sort of curved pieces that came up and around. So here, sort of like up here where you'd have the mirror on the bike and the sort of bit of side fairing that comes up and back, there was a sort of piece of tube that came up and round, and then a mounting bracket for the mirror. All that's been taken off, so don't know if you'll be able to see, but you can kind of, I've not smoothed any of the edges off yet. Don't know if you can see there, if it'll focus. There we go. So you can see that I've removed both corners of it and just left this back bracket for the clocks. There is not a lot of room behind. The fairing will come to about here, which means I've got to fit a headlight here and all the rear part of the headlight. So I'm still doing work on this bracket to make it fit. Down the bottom of this bracket, so what you've got is, if you can see this sort of D shape that's here, that's where this front subframe attaches to the front of the bike, and then it comes down. So underneath it, you can just see the silhouette of it. It comes then down underneath, and you've then got this part of the frame. I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to leave the D part here and chop off everything from here downwards. So this bit here will be coming off. Everything else on the bike, I've just kind of tidied it up and gone through. See, the engine's looking pretty decent actually. Paint's not too bad. I have replaced the downpipe, which the old one is absolutely knackered, so that's a new downpipe that's on there. And I've started going through as well and replacing some of the brackets. So the old exhaust bracket wasn't an actual, sorry, the exhaust clamp. The clamps that were on it are Jubilee clips. Don't know why you do that, but they have. So I've just been going through it and replacing exhaust clamps wherever I found Jubilee clips. I've been looking at this bracket that's up here. So this is the radiator. This is I know you can't really see it because of the light, but this is the radiator of the bike, front part of the radiator. Here there are these like rubber bungs, so this is where the fairing would push into here to lock it in. I'm thinking that I'm going to use these tabs that's here to mount a pair of just little bullet indicators that will fit here facing forwards, and then I can just wire them up and round and into the main loom. So you've got your exhaust that runs down under the bike, and then up here they've mounted this exhaust using an exhaust hanger, and then there's this kind of metal plate which bolts in twice into, you can just see there's a metal bracket behind it. This was completely seized on, so I have had to spend quite a lot of time. So this is the hanger, so that would be like that, and if I turn this over on the back, you can see that one of the bolts was just completely seized and snapped off when I tried to take it out. So this is junk, though it was junk anyway, because if you look down here, you can see on here that it's all knurled and scuffed. So I think at some point that's been on there and the bike has been dropped on its right hand side, and then this bit's got all scuffed. So that's going in the bin, but that's fine. But yeah, that's, you know, a lot of time has been spent either grinding the front subframe and taking all the bits off of that, sorting out the rear exhaust, taking all the fairings off and just cleaning things up. So yeah, next thing to do, carry on with that exhaust. this is the old exhaust. This is the one that came off it, with the old shotgun twin tip. It is baffled, which is bizarre because I didn't think it would be, because it's so loud. So this is the old one, and this is the old link pipe that came off it. What I'm hoping though is that I can fit this one to it. So this is a Delkovich. You can see the logo that's on the front there. That's a Delkovich carbon can, and even the can and the link pipe weighs less than this shotgun can thing does. This is so heavy and so loud. Plus, I've still got the baffle for this. It's not in, it's up there on the shelf somewhere. But I'm hoping that I can fit this to it, because as you can see, this looks a lot better and a lot tidier than that.